We're here in Union Square in New York, one of my favorite places to hang out when I come here. And it looks like I'm hearing that the Parks Department is proposing a rule change which would displace artists in several parks around New York City, including Central Park, Battery Park, High Line, and Union Square, which is where we're hanging out right now. As you can see, a lot of the stalls are similar to what I remember every time I come and visit here. Authentic, full of some of the most interesting artists that I've met. And here's David. Hey David, how's it going?
It's going well, how about you?
Good. Just thought I'd come and check out your stuff. And
Thank you.
Job killer! What's going on? I've been hearing about this from vendors for the last 15-20 minutes here.
Right. So basically this Friday on the 23rd, there's going to be a meeting for the Parks Department, and they're deciding whether or not to evict all the artists from not only Union Square, but also Central Park, the High Line, and Battery Park downtown. And if that happens, then basically, you know, the 80 plus artists who sell here on a daily basis would be reduced down to 16, who would have side streets on which to sell.
And who are they going to displace you with? Has that been talked about?
Well, we don't have anything specifically that we know, but if you look at the Metropolitan Museum, they displaced all the art vendors there and replaced them with cupcake concessions and hot dog vendors, and one of the vendors there was paying something like $100,000 for a year-long contract. So we can guess from that basically it would be people with deep pockets. It would be corporate entities, and basically it would be a step towards privatizing the park and sort of making it a corporate-sponsored, you know, Coca-Cola, Disneyland sort of event.
So yet another decision that while New York is one of the most interesting places in the country, where we've managed to escape a little bit of that with some authenticity, they want to make it generic and as commercial as possible. Let's get the cheap trinkets and, you know, throw away the...
It would replace us with a bunch of junk that is set to appeal to the lowest common denominator. A lot of the street fairs that go on, you get people who are selling the same thing over and over. You walk by, like, or down a street and you see like 10 vendors that are selling the same kind of crap. Here, because we don't have to pay for the spots, we can be a little bit more adventurous. We can take risks. We don't have to sell stuff that'll appeal to every single person, but we can appeal or sell stuff that appeals to just one or two people to come by.
It's one of the reasons I always love coming here. I'm very disheartened to hear what's going on here.
There's a lot of creative energy here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I think the other thing that I feel a sense of when I come here is a sense of community. So I don't think it's just about, you know, killing off jobs, which is a big thing, but I think it's killing community, which is, you know, a lot about what New York is about for me when I come here.
There's a huge community of people who have built up and organically formed over time. Artists who are selling different things. You know, if one of us needs to use the restroom or needs to go get food, the other ones kind of fill in. But on top of that, you know, for a lot of people here, these are their jobs. I know people who used to work for like major newspapers in the city who haven't been, you know, they've been laid off, and so therefore they're now like out on the street selling their stuff because they want to make a living. They want to support themselves rather than have the state support them.
Right, and it certainly hasn't been a good year for any of us. And
and that's why it makes no sense. It's very hard-hearted for Bloomberg to propose a rule that would displace a bunch of working people who do have jobs in this economy.
Cool, David. Thanks. I'm going to shoot over here to Eva. How are you?
Hi, how are you today?
Good, good.
My name is Ava Day, and I'm a New York artist. I've been selling my work in New York for 20 years in shows and galleries, and since the economy got so bad, I'm one of the artists who came out here to Union Square, and just to try to eke out a living in this bad economy. And we're very upset and concerned because for a very long time, the New York artists have established a place for people from all over the world to come and to see amazing original art in New York, to meet the artists, to buy art at reasonable prices. And Union Square has always been known as that place where somebody can come and walk around and enjoy themselves, look at art, and this is what's happening here today. These people are enjoying the art. And
you said you were selling in galleries,
well,
is that right? Before?
I mean, I'm kind of a person who's suffering from the economy, the bad economy, but that's almost in a way beside the point too, because this is considered First Amendment vending, and people got arrested and fought for their right to sell their art in certain spaces in New York, and we've always been able to. It's been going on for a very long time, and these artists have established this space as a venue for art in New York. It's very special.
And built a community around it.
There's a community, and also it's known internationally. There's guidebooks in a lot of other countries that tell people to come to Union Square to see art. And the idea that the park commissioners, by the direction of Mayor Bloomberg, are going to just vote and take that away from us in a few days, and that by the end of the month, in the beginning of May, they're going to be able to arrest somebody who wants to come into this park and show their art. And it's like a crazy thought, because it's not.
Where is everybody going to go?
Well,
yeah.
It's just, they want to scatter us to the winds. We can go on some corner somewhere, but this is something that's a tradition. And the idea that the mayor is going to just make us disappear and make this whole incredible group of people who people come from all over the world to see, we're supposed to just disappear in a week. And it's unfair and it's cruel. And to turn Union Square into what he did to Times Square, where you're going to have some corporate entities selling, more Disney, more Warner Brothers, more Reese's chocolate, more M&Ms, more cupcake shops, like just so he can make like some larger bucks. And the fact is, these are small business people.